experiment with it here. Let's see what we can get out of it. Alright. Make sure we get that set on right. Okay. Hey everybody, this is me, Jason E. I work at a car wash here in Houston. The name of the car wash is Dr. Gleam Car Wash, and we've been having problems with I've been not getting along with an employee, and I just want to say, a couple of months ago, 4 or 5 months ago, I was out. They wanted us to go out and hold out signs that said $5.99 car wash. So I went out there to stand out there to hold the sign out, and while I was, this fella that we hired, oh man, that kid, he's a 19-year-old kid, he's a real smart aleck, but while I was holding the sign out, he came over right in front of me and held the sign. Didn't even hold it, he just automatically wanted to hold the sign, stand right next to me and hold the sign, but he didn't hold the sign up. I mean, I was holding the sign up, but, and he didn't hold the sign up. He had the sign down, and he was talking on his cell phone. And he was talking to his girlfriend, and he called her a bitch, and he called her he was talking about crack cocaine and all that kind of stuff. And I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to make a big scene. And if you can imagine, cars going in and out, and this guy's standing right next to you holding a sign. I mean, he's not even holding the sign up. He's got the sign down. And I'm holding the sign up, and every time somebody would turn in to get a car wash, I'd wave at them, you know, and be so excited to hear from them. And you had this one guy sitting next to me, or standing right next to me, talking to his cell phone with this, and making goofy faces, you know, on his cell phone, talking to his girlfriend. So I just got fed up. You know, that time I didn't get upset, but 2 or 3 weeks later, just because he was smart, I waited 2 or 3 weeks later, and we have a driver that drives the cars out of the tunnel, you know, in the car washes. He's a Latin guy. His name's Raul, and he's pulling the cars out, and he comes up to him and says, "Hey man, it's Mike. I'll pull the cars out." He's doing his job, and this kid comes over here and starts telling this guy, you know, get out of my, you know, and then he starts yelling at Raul, and if you can imagine, Raul, he doesn't even know English. He's Spanish. He speaks Spanish, and you have this little kid. He's not even a big kid. He's a 19-year-old. As far as I'm concerned, he's a pest. But Raul just gave up, and he said, "All right, I just give up. I can't mess with this guy." So he just lets this guy do it, because when you get up in this kid's face, he'll start giving you crap. He'll start giving you trouble, and that just knocked the monkey off my back. So I started yelling at him, and I called him a couple of choice words. I told him, you know, you're a big pest. You're getting on everybody's nerves, and And I told him he was a piece of shit and all that kind of stuff. And you know, I said some other choice words that I won't say, and that but I was yelling this stuff at him, and I was just so mad. But he's just a young kid, you know. I'm 40 years old, and he's a 19-year-old guy, so I certainly wouldn't hit him unless he started swinging at me or came at me with a knife or something. So, anyway, so he ran over to the manager and told the manager I was getting upset with him, and he came back, and then I came over to the manager and I told him what the incident happened 4 or 5 months ago, you know, which was ridiculous, because that in itself just really made me so upset. Our company, somebody that's supposed to be to appreciate what he's doing, hold that sign up, show the people into the to the car wash, to get the car washed, and be happy with what you're doing, not holding the sign down and talking on the cell phone. This guy's getting paid to do this stuff, and he's talking to his dang girlfriend on the cell phone. He's not even supposed to be doing that. So that's what made me so mad. Now, that was the first time. Now, about a week ago, or week and a half ago, it wasn't busy that day, so they clocked him out early, you know, and then when they clocked him out early, we had some customers standing right here, and I was doing my job, working as hard as they do, and I just proceeded to do my job, and they clock him out, and he goes, "Man, fuck this shit, I'm going home." He was upset because they clocked him out early. And we had customers sitting right there, and he just, and I didn't say anything there, and I just kind of went back and forth. I just kind of, oh boy, he's starting to get to me again, but I didn't say anything. And then at the end of that day, he was waiting at the bus stop, and I went over there to the bus stop, and then when we had one of our employees, a girl, and she doesn't like him. You know, she called him a son of a bitch one time, and because he's a pest. But she was coming. She was crying. She said, hey, she said, because everybody likes me at work. She says, "Hi, Jason, how you doing?" And he comes over here, and the guy I'm talking about comes up to her, and he touches her on her rear end, and he calls, "You gonna call me tonight?" And she just kind of ignored it. And I was sitting there right in front of him, and I didn't say anything, and I was just about ready to lose it, but I didn't say anything. So I waited another week or two, and I said, you know, he did this, that, and the other, and he started doing Raul again with the car, and you know, and I said, that's it. So I called him every name in the book. This is the thing I did wrong, though, and do not ever do this. I threatened him. I said, "I wish I could touch you. You know, I wish I could hit him," and that was wrong. But I had to yell at him again because he was just I don't know, I just got fit. It was to the point where if I didn't, the managers took me out in the back, in the office, and they started talking to me, and I said, "Well, you know, this, that, and the other, this is the reason why I got upset." Well, they would have fired me otherwise, but they understood why I'm so mad, and fortunately for me, I was able to explain to those managers why I was so frustrated. So that was my story, and right now, as is, the guy's still working there, and I'm going to go back to work real soon, and I'm going to work around him, and I hope and pray that I can control my attitude. I can do this through God. I'm a Christian. Through God, anything is possible. And I do believe in the power of prayer. So, but I don't like to preach. But as you can see, I told the guy off. He's a little guy, so, and I'm not much bigger. I'm not very big either, and there's no way in hell I would have hit that kid unless he swung at me with a knife or something. But no way in the world would I hit somebody like that. Now, if they were bigger and they were touching a girl and she started yelling at them, "Don't do that to me," I would sucker punch that SOB so fast they'd be sucking snot backwards. Because I care about that girl. Girls, I care about people to the point this whole amounts to is I cared about the company so much that I risked my job for what I believe in. And to this day, I may lose my job because hopefully I can control my attitude. I think everything's going to work out good. So that's about it. That's all I wanted to talk about today. And thanks for watching my video. And it seems to me people like to hear my problems, so I just kind of shoot them all out. You guys that are watching this video, you're not the only ones that are going through crap in life. I got to go through crap too. I got to work around it at work. I work at a car wash, and if we don't have hard-working Latinos working there, then sometimes we get people that are like me that are disabled or visually handicapped, or worse off, we get convicts or ex-convicts. But that's not the point I'm trying to make. This kid is 19. If he doesn't change his act, if he doesn't change his attitude, they're going to fire him, and he's not going to be able to go anywhere else with the attitude he's got. I got a bad attitude when it comes to dealing with smart alecky people like him. But when it comes to working with everybody else, I treat everybody like an angel. I treat everybody like I'd want them to treat me. 99% of the time, everybody loves Jason. They say, "Jason, how you doing? ¿Qué pasó, Jason? ¿Cómo estás, Jason?" We got a lot of Latinos that work there. They're all sweet, and they work hard. They're the best workers. And they're always happy and smiling and looking cute and all that kind of stuff. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I'm glad you guys watched. Have a nice day.